it play and call it work.
Hey Wargamers, Josh here with Quirk to bring you a 2,000 point 30k bat rep. I'm bringing out the Night Lords again, and Quirk is bringing his
Alpha Legion.
Sneaky. So I'm a renegade. I'm not necessarily, well, I'm a traitor for sure, but I'm not necessarily fighting for Horus, and nobody knows who you're fighting for. So
I fight for everybody and nobody.
yeah, so we're just gonna beat each other up. If you guys want to come in to challenge myself, Quirk, or any other guys here at MiniWarGaming to a game, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge. Tell Justin who you want to play and what it is that you want to bring, and we'll set that up for you. In the meantime, let's check out the armies and get to the board. Check out the board, get to the armies. Yeah.
Starting off, we have my 2,000 points of Alpha Legion. And up front, I have Alfarius. Then I have Dynat. I also have a Saboteur, so I'm going to be trying to blow up something of Josh's. For my fast attack, I decided to take some Headhunters, see if I can actually do something with them that doesn't involve them just dying outright. Troop choices, I have 2 veteran tactical squads because I took the Pride of the Legion, Rite of War, so that way I could take them. Their special upgrade is Sniper, and both squads have a Heavy Bolter with a Suspensor Web. I mixed this up, there's 3 in there, one of these should be over there. I didn't count that right. I'll fix that in a minute.
If there's one of each, shouldn't there only be 2 out there anyways?
You know what? I did the math for this. Leave me alone. I don't have the models for it. There we go. Problem solved. The Rhinos have a Dozer Blade and an Auxiliary Drive. Then I also have a Dreadnought with a Assault Cannon and a Close Combat Weapon with an inbuilt Multi-Melta. And then I have the awesome tank of destroying everything that Josh loves. It has a Auxiliary Drive, Cermite Plating, Dozer Blade, the works, and I also gave it last cannons because I loves my last cannons. And that's pretty much everything there. So that makes up my 2,000 points of Alpha Legion.
2,000 points of Night Lords being led by Batman. We're using Primarch's Chosen for this. He's running with his big squad of Raptors. And the Shrieking Maniac there, he decided he's not going to be a chaplain anymore. He's a doctor now, so he's going to be a Primus Medicae. We have one.
With a chainsword.
He scares them into continuing to fight.
Oh, okay.
1 unit of Terminators. We have guy up front leading the unit has the Grenade Harness, as well as Chain Glaive. We have 1 Power Fist, 1 Chain Fist. Spread out throughout the unit, we got 3 Combi Meltas and 2 guys with Lightning Claws. And they've been upgraded to have the Teleportation Transponder. They're a troop choice in Primarch's Chosen. Good old Securin Battle Tank. Only upgrades on that are the las cannons.
We'll blow it up.
Yeah, you're going to blow it up, but I'm going to murder your guys. We have a Terror Squad in the back there. 10-man Terror Squad. The Sarge has Artificer Armor and a Chain Glaive, and we've got a attached Apothecary. My other troop choice, another unit of Terminators identically equipped, but they are in a Dreadclaw drop pod. It's 2,000 points, Primarch's Chosen, Night Lords. Quick overview of the board. Set up by Rob. I like Rob setting boards up because he sets them up in ways that I wouldn't necessarily expect. We tweak them a little bit sometimes. We are doing the Onslaught mission and Dawn of War deployment. So Quirk, real quick, tell us how Onslaught works. What are the victory conditions?
So the victory conditions are Onslaught attack. An enemy unit destroyed in the first game turn is worth 1 victory point. So anything you kill first turn is worth a point. Seize a tactical objective. If a player has control of the tactical objectives in their opponent's deployment zone at the end of the game, you gain 5 victory points. Secondary objectives are basic. They're just Slay the Warlord and Attrition. The nice thing about the Onslaught game type is that it has something called Stage Deployment, where we actually go through a deployment order. So the first thing that gets deployed is Fortifications, then you have your Lord of Wars, Heavy Supports, Troops, Elites, Headquarter units, and then Fast Attack units are the last thing deployed.
So right, the cool thing about this is instead of, first player just throwing everything on the table and second player doing the same, it's stage deployment. Steve and I have been playing a lot of Warhammer Fantasy, so I like the counter deploy, so that's kind of neat. We'll show that as we counter deploy units, because I think it's going to make a difference. And the way the objectives work in this game is after everything's deployed, I'm going to take an objective for myself and set it up in Quirk's deployment zone, and that's the one I got to try to capture for 5. Quirk does the same. He sets one up in my deployment zone, and he's trying to capture that one. So Quirk, what side of the board are you going to take?
I am going to take... I think I'm going to take this one.
You going to take that one?
Yeah.
So the classic, your army's on that side.
You'd think that, but no, it's because that side has a lot more open areas, so it's going to be harder for you to hide behind cover. I know you got the night fighting thing.
Right, and first turn I count as being in 5 of cover anyways.
Yeah, so I don't want you getting anything better than that.
Cool. That makes a whole lot of sense. So we're going to get to deployment, and be right back. So Quirk's up first for deployment. Since he doesn't have a Lord of War, which is going down to fortification, he's going to set up a heavy support first. So his Sakaran Venator.
And I think I'm going to put it actually right here, because that way it can get a nice line of fire down here, and then if I need to, I can kind of come over here with the dozer blade and get a nice line down there.
Okay, yeah. Nice kind of open firing lanes for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Josh down with his Sakaran battle tank, trying to find a spot to put
Trying
him.
to find a spot that he fits, which is difficult. The spot that he fits, he's not going to get shot right away. But I think he's going to have to soak a shot right away.
You are going to get a crazy cover save because you're night fighting.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Put him right in front of my tank.
I'm almost tempted to, because then I'll try to last cannon it back, because I don't mind the night fighting.
Yeah, because you ignore it.
Correct, yeah, all my guys ignore the night fighting. But I gotta try to get somewhat of a cover save. So what we're gonna do is, I gotta get a measuring tape.
So looking to put him right there.
Right around there, yeah.
Alright, we'll see where it ends up.
Yeah, he's gonna tuck in right there, so Quirk's in the front arc if he chooses to shoot, but the front arc is completely covered, plus I'm getting cover and it's night fighting, so... I think I get a good save out of that. Alright, Quirk, next up is troop choices. What do we got?
I've got one of my veteran tactical squads. I'm wondering where to put them. Now the thing is, I've given all my Alpha Legion the Scout special ability through the Alpha Legions. Basically, you get something special. So wherever I put them, I can go ahead and move them up another 6 inches afterwards.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the talk we've had back and forth. Because everybody says Scout's a move, but it's not a Scout move, it's a redeploy.
Yeah, so I get an extra 6-inch redeploy.
So that means, if you're going through cover, well, no, you're not actually moving through cover. It doesn't slow you down, you're redeploying.
No, I know. So theoretically, I could go here and then redeploy up there, and there'd be no penalty to it. Which I'm thinking about doing. I'm just wondering where I want to put these guys, where they'll be most effective. I think I have to put somebody up here, just because I need some pressure on that side of the board. And I have another one. I'm just wondering where to put it.
Nope, you put one, then I put one.
Pretty sure as you deploy all of the troop choices.
Let's find out. My turn to deploy. The only troop choices I have are both being held in reserve. So one's in a drop pod, the other's deep strike reserve. So I got to move on to what's next on the list, Quirk?
Elites.
Elites. I have elites, but they're infiltrating.
Okay, so the next one would be your headquarter units.
So the HQ. Okay, so I've got 2 different HQ options. So, Okay, for the first HQ choice, the Shrieking Maniac, my Primus Medicae, is going to plop down right there. You want to guess where the rest of my dudes are going to go?
I have a feeling.
Okay, Quirk, you're still on troops.
I am still on troops, so I got my other troop right here. And I have a feeling that you're going to be coming pretty hard up this flank. So I'm going to put another... why do you make this so difficult?
See, this is a part of the game that we don't often cover because it doesn't... Like, deployment always matters in every game, but it matters more in this game, so...
This is actually really annoying.
Okay, I'll give you a minute and we'll come back.
I think I know where I'm putting him.
Okay.
I'm just going to stick him right... No, I'm trying to compensate where I'm putting him.
Because you get the Scout redeploy anyways,
Plus the
right?
Scout redeploy, so I'm wondering where to put him.
Is the redeploy 12 or 6?
6.
Okay.
It's 6. The only thing that goes 12, I think, are bikes.
Okay.
So,
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this guy right here. I just hope that the 6 will be enough to get me right there, basically.
Oh, you get to pre-measure.
Yeah.
Okay, put them down, we'll check.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem getting them up to there. So it's on to my HQ. And Batman. It's almost as if I left space to fill in with something else there. Okay, Quirk is out of troops, so he's on to his elite choices, which is your Dreadnought's going down
Dreadnought.
on a box. Night Lord's fast attack is down, so all of my Raptors. We've got Sergeant painted his face white with Artificer armor up front, hopefully to catch some bolter rounds to the face. And that's all I get to deploy for my army until we get on to infiltrators. Alright, Quirk's playing Alpha Legion, he's got the book out, so I'm gonna go to lunch and just come back. Maybe he'll be done reading by then.
what's this word? It's really big and has like 4 syllables to it. Okay, so I screwed up. I forgot that his Terminator squad was troops.
Right, in this Primarch's Chosen, the Terminators are troops.
Yeah, so I should have left one of my troop squads in reserve just to mess with them, because if he makes a successful reserve roll, I can roll a die on a 4+, it cancels and they go back into reserves, and my troops get to come in.
So explain why I am unhappy, because I keep forgetting that only troops or things with implacable advance in this game are scoring units. Normally I run Terror Assault, which makes my Terror Squad's troop choices. They're not in this. Because I was going to be sneaky and just try to infiltrate them right in to hold that objective. That ain't going to work. Alright, Quirk, your deployment. Everything I've got's either infiltrating or reserve, so what do you got next and where's he going?
I got Dynat.
Okay.
And I don't want to miss, so I'm actually going to put him right here. So that he can actually, we'll put him back here, so he can still give line of sight but gets cover.
Okay.
So that way he can give this thing the +2 ballistic skill.
You're going to shout at them to shoot better?
Shoot better!
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's your deployment. Alfarius is off being Alfarius. So we have 2 rhinos that have got your veteran tactical squads. And they've got, you said...
And possibly Alfarius.
Yeah, he could be anywhere. You're not going to mess with me. I don't care. I'm going to stab him in the face anyways. So the vets have, was it Scout and...
No, the Alpha Legion has Scout. The veterans have Sniper as their chosen thing.
So the entire... Anybody with Legions Astartes has Scout. And then the veterans chose Snipers, their veteran skill.
Yep.
Okay. Dreadnought being on top of a box because he can.
And he also benefits from the Scout from Alpha Legion because it applies to Dreadnoughts.
Cool. Dynat being Dynat. And the Venator. Across from them, we've got my Sakaran. And my super fun happy squad of Raptors, Curs, and the Primus Medicae. Okay, Quirk, your scout moves. Who's going where?
I'm going to put this guy right up here.
Okay. So closer to Curs being able to rip him apart. Excellent.
Yes. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to get to me turn 1, which gives me a chance to get into a better position.
Yep.
And just because I can.
Boop. I hope he falls off there and gets immobilized.
Why would you say that? Putting down your Terror Squad?
Terror Squad's going to come over here and yell, surprise! I'm
going to throw a grenade at you.
Okay, I was going to say, what did we just figure out, Quirk?
So, I've looked at Dynat a couple times and been like, oh, he has no ranged weapon. This is terrible. And then I just double checked it.
Yeah, I said to Quirk, as I'm going to set my Terror Squad up, what ranged weapon does Dynat have? And Quirk goes, nothing, and he laughs. And then we figured he's going to Phosphex bomb.
Yeah, he has a Phosphex grenade, so it's Strength 5, AP 2, 3-inch blast, 1 use only, 3+ poison, lingering death, crawling fire. And look at this little choke point!
Yep. Okay, so deployment's done. Quirk now has to take his objective that he's trying to get, put into my deployment zone 6 inches from any board edge. So where is it going to go? I think you should put it here where Curs is hiding.
No. No.
Just do it.
Not even a little bit. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to put it right... I'm going to put it right here, actually. Because that way, if I need to, I can outflank and grab it.
Now, are your headhunters scoring troops?
That's not the only thing I have that has outflank and that can be a scoring unit.
Oh, how I wish I had taken Terror Assault and I had scoring Terror Squads. I'm going to put the other one, I'm going to put my objective right there. I'm not sure if that's smart or not, but we're going to find out eventually. Because it's kind of shielded from the rest of his army. The only thing that's scoring with my guys, though, is
Your Terminators.
my Terminators. So I need to terminate there. I had to get my Terminators there.
Oh, okay. That's not what I heard.
All right, guys. Leave us some comments if you like how we did the deployment. Something a little bit different. So yeah, let us know if you like this format. Also, advice. What would you guys have done differently? What would you have done the same? I am actually really curious because I'm not sure how this is going to play out. Because this is a different kind of Night Lords than what I normally take, and Quirk's you're running something similar to what you normally use, right?
A little bit, not really. I'm running less veterans, more elites. And
Okay.
the new updates that came out, my elites are more elite-y, so...
That's a word.
That is a word. My Saboteur can be more of a sabotager. My Alfarius is suddenly more Alfarius-y, and Dynat has a Phosphex. So, yeah, should be interesting.
I hate that Phosphex already.
I'm gonna miss.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're gonna build so much attention to it. It's like, ha! Oh, that's off the board.
Yep.
So, quick thing here. I thought for sure it also applied to Dreadnoughts for them to get the benefits that the Legion of Astartes Alpha Legion gets, but it does not, so he goes back to over here.
Armies are down. All important roll. Can I Steve the initiative? Nope.
You did it wrong. You gotta roll 6.
Can you do it?
Probably.
Okay, real quick here.
It doesn't count because I'm not seizing the initiative. It only works when I'm actually trying to seize the initiative.
Oh, see? Yeah. Alright, Quirk, who's up?
First off, I'm going to take this transport pivot, and I'm going to go 12 over here, but as soon as I hit these woods, I have to do a test.
Yep.
Dangerous terrain. Oh, but I do have a dozer blade. And we're good.
Oh.
And it will end up right here, so it's still going to be on the terrain.
Still partially in the terrain.
Yep.
We always count everything in between the 3 trees as terrain, so you see clumps, that's how we do it.
And this one right here is going to back up, but it is towing in the forest there, so it's good. And I'm just going to have it back up and pivot just a little bit so I can actually shoot at these guys.
Whoa. Don't know if we actually recorded or not. Kurs can always force night fighting on turn 1, so yeah, it's night fighting.
This rhino right here is actually going to turn, move 6 inches, and then turn right around. And the guys inside are going to hop out to try and take on your terror squad.
Okay, they're going to be jumping into terrain.
Yep, so see how far they go. 6 inches.
That's it for Quirk's movement on the shooting.
And I'm going to have my Dreadnought fire his autocannon at these guys right here.
Salt cannon into the raptors.
Hitting on 2s. There's 4 hits.
6 shots for him, right?
Yes, you're right. 6 hits.
Dang.
And 3s to wound. And that's going to be 4 wounds, and one of them is at AP 2 because it's rending. Correction, there's 5 wounds, and one of them is treated at AP 2 from rending.
Yeah, strength 6. All of these, including the red, I'm going to roll at once. I've got a 2-up cover save with them due to standing. It's from the shadows, so my first turn I'm a 5-up save. It's night fighting, plus Kur's got stealth and shrouded. So looking for 2-up. And we're okay.
Next up, the 2 heavy bolters are going to fire into your terror squad.
Raptors.
Raptors.
Because they're terrifying.
6 shots hitting on 3s. Ooh, that could have been better. And wounding on 3s. Nothing.
Onto the bolters. Everybody's in rapid fire range except for the back 2.
Whole bunch of shots hitting on 3s. There we go.
That's a little bit better.
Missed 1. And wounding on 4s.
Yeah, it's okay. Again, not really caring about the AP2s because I'm going to take my 2-up cover saves.
Of course you made them all. Over here, Dynat is forfeiting his shooting to give this +1 ballistic skill, and it's
Okay.
going to fire its heavy bolter at these guys.
And that's the terror squad.
Hitting on 2s. There's 3 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
There's 3 wounds.
Okay. Getting a 3-up save out of this. Failing 2. Gonna go for a feel no pain from the apothecary. Nope. 2 guys going down. Blah.
And 1 last cannon, which misses. Over here, this rhino is going to flat out 6 inches, and it doesn't get stuck. Right to there.
Okay, first things first, my drop pod reserves come in and kind of nervous. When I first started building lists and figuring out what I want to do with this, I didn't realize that Dreadclaws don't have the inertial guidance system. So I'm always nervous when I put them on the table now. And where are we going to? Over 5 inches. And over there, so that's not terrible. I'm gonna say, you know, let's be aggressive, and my guys are gonna jump out. They're gonna jump out like so. My Sakirin is just gonna move himself out to right about here. Kurz and his giant murder death squad are gonna jump over. And Terror Squad is gonna start slogging up the board. Start with the Terminator shooting first. I got 3 combi meltons in that squad, so they're all gonna go into that poor little rhino. Hitting on 3s and everything hits. Penetration, since I'm at melter range for the first one. Pen. And pen. No cover save from night fighting because all my guys get to ignore the negatives of night fighting. So let's see what happens with a +2.
It's just wrecked.
All the Alpha Legionnaires jumping out like so.
Really quick, got to do a pinning check for them. And they fail. And a leadership, they pass.
Sakirin's up next. He's going to take shots and put everything into your Sakirin Venator. I'm terrified of that gun for whatever reason. I want that thing at least shaken. First up, Twin Linked Accelerator Autocannon, hitting on 3s. Twin Linked. Use your Strength 7 with Rending.
Nothing.
And the 2 las cannons hitting on 3s. Both hit. Looking for 4s to glance. We had a glance and a pen.
Getting a 5-up cover, so from the pen, no, the penetration shot goes through, and the glance, dodged.
Result in the pen, no bonus to this. It's just straight up.
That's...
I think it's weapon destroyed.
Yep.
We're going to see which weapon destroyed. The easiest way for us to do it is 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't know that would move. Magnets everywhere. 5, 6 is going to be a reroll. 2, so your heavy bolter's gone.
Boop. Bringing my poor little tank down to 2 hull points remaining.
Move over to Kurz's squad. He's going to start by throwing his batarangs. So the Widowmakers, it's range 12, strength 4, AP 5, assault 3, lethal precision, which means it's precision shots on a 4-up, and onto wound of 6, it ignores both armor saves and invulnerable saves. So hitting on 2s. 1 miss. Wounding on 4s. Ha!
Okay.
Apothecary's going to take a shot with his bolt pistol, or the Primus Medicae, so he's hitting on 2. So he hits, wounding on 4.
Where were all these ones before?
I don't know, I'm good at rolling 1s. The other 10 bolt pistols, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Can't shoot. Wounding on 4s, drop dice. Okay, 4 wounds.
4 3-up saves. And I lose 2 guys.
And the 2 closest are my
Pop,
heavy
pop.
bolters.
Terror Squad's gonna run. An inch.
Look at you go, bud.
Ugh! And Kurz and the boys are gonna declare an assault against those poor vets.
And they're gonna overwatch.
Starting off with the heavy bolter, hitting on 6s. Nothing. And then the bolter is hitting on 6s. 1. Hitting on a 4. Hey, it's even AP2.
Cover save. We're fine. There's really any way for me to fail this charge, but wah! Oh jeez. And we come to ruin Quirk's day. First things first, Quirk, you owe me a fear check at -3 because of Kurz.
Okay. I pass.
Kurz hitting on 3s.
Well,
He's gonna get you.
okay.
Wounding on 2s with shred, but he don't need it.
Nope. And there goes 7 guys. Because it's, what's the AP of this?
It's AP2.
Yeah, there goes 7 guys. Leaves me with 1 guy left.
Okay, so Shrieking Maniac would be the one swinging next. He's got 3 attacks base, 1 for charging. He's got a chain glaive. He's normally hitting on 3s, but since I have a talent for murder, I get +1 to hit and wound now, if I outnumber you. So he hits on 2s. Okay. He is strength 5 right now due to the chain glaive, so he's wounding on 3s, but he gets +1 to wound. So wounding on 2s. And this is AP3.
Alright, that'll kill him. So there goes all my guys.
We were foolish and decided to stand against him. Mistakes were made. So If anything was within 12 inches of this assault, you'd have to take a morale check right now, or they would just run away as well. But luckily enough, you don't got to worry about that.
Yay! And you get a victory point because you killed something turn 1.
Turn 1, yeah. And then D6 consolidate. 2 inches. We're just going to shuffle over this way. At the end of the turn, onslaught attack, I'm getting 1 victory point for everything that was destroyed on turn 1. So between the Rhino and that squad, I'm up 2 points. Okay, gonna do a little turn recap, kind of. I know some people have been asking to get our thoughts more often on things. It's not really, we're not able to do it as we're moving each individual unit, but the end of the turn makes sense. So
Yep.
Quirk, how are you feeling about turn 1?
Terrible. I was really expecting this little maneuver to at least take out 1 guy, possibly 2.
Yeah.
And you did not roll a single 1. That's
No. Well, it's a nasty squad. We know it's a nasty squad. This is the first time I'm running a premise meta case, so they'd have a feel no pain as well.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's tough as nails. It's a lot of points, though.
Oh, I don't doubt it, but I was thinking just volume of fire. If I can throw some shots into it, I might be able to do something.
Right.
But even all those shots I put into you and all those wounds, you didn't roll a single 1.
No,
And
I rolled well. I mean, at most you probably would have killed 1 or 2, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference.
Over here, I think this was a little bit of an error on your part.
Okay.
Because these guys are going to come around and they have sniper.
Yep.
So my 6s are going to make you have to roll your 5 up.
I was back and forth because this tank, I'm trying to decide, am I going to shoot up his Marines or am I going to try to do something against that Sikaran? I'm still relatively happy with it. Yeah, you're going to shoot up those guys. I wanted to, it may have been a little bit too bold, I wanted to get that 1 point off the Rhino. But
Oh, you definitely
I
got
don't
that.
know.
So basically what they're going to do next turn is they're going to come around here and just pepper you with shots because now you're in rapid fire range. So that's going to be a lot of shots coming your way.
Now, okay, I don't know. I'm not good at doing math in my head. Did you math hammer it out? Like, do you
little
have
bit.
an idea of how many Terminators you think you're going to kill?
So out of there's going to be 20 shots coming in.
Okay, yep.
I'll do the math right now. So 20 shots coming in. It's going to be 66% of those are going to be hits. So let's round that down to say 15 hits.
Okay.
We'll drop that down to a quarter. Actually, no, I'm rounding it up to 75 just because I feel lucky about it. And then I'm going for 6s, which is only a 16% chance. So I should, in theory, be able to get maybe 2 or 3. But I'm hoping that
But then I got invulnerable saves of 4 up.
4 up.
Well, cataphracti.
Oh, okay. So that actually messes up my math hammer a little bit. I'm pretty much going to be hoping for you roll a few ones. They only have 1 wound each, right?
Yeah, they only have 1 wound. They are just regular Terminators. I'd love to see special rules for the Atramentar, which are the Night Lord specific Terminators. There's rumors that they might be coming. But I wasn't feeling great about this because my Terminators are my only scoring troops, and I got to get them over to take that objective for an extra 5 victory points. So that's why I was trying to be really bold off the bat, because I'm pretty sure I can keep your scoring units off of this, unless there's some Alpha Legion trickery I don't know about.
There's going to be some Alpha Legion trickery coming in.
Okay.
So that's my hope there. Over here, I'm enjoying watching them foot slog it across.
Yep.
I'm not sure what they have, but I have a feeling they're going to be able to take
It's Volkite Chargers. The Sarge got a Melt-A-Bomb, though.
Okay. I do have Thermite Plating, but that doesn't stop Melt-A-Bombs.
Right, because Melt-A-Bombs don't actually have the Melta rule.
They just get 2 dice for...
Right, they've got essentially... Melt-A-Bomb has the same rules what Melta does, but it doesn't have the Melta special rule. So I'm kind of weird on that.
Yep.
Dynat,
Dynat, I'm happy with where he is right now because basically once these guys get up, Dynat's going to come in, and he's a pretty good melee beast, so he should be able to do some damage to them.
yeah, I don't know, Dynat versus Terror Squad. I mean, Terror Squad's they're tough. They're 2-attack space. They've got extra close combat weapons on each one.
Yep.
So they might get you, but I don't know.
I also have a backup plan for them. It depends on how my reserve rolls go. I also have a backup plan for dealing with your pardon me, battle tank. I have my Sikaran that can fire at him.
Yep.
But I also have a Saboteur that can come in and get the auto pen.
Yep.
And he's going to be getting +2 to that roll. So, which
Ooh.
is because I've got Dynat in here, so if he comes in your deployment zone,
Okay, yep.
I get +1 to the roll. Plus is an AP2 penetrating hit, so it's going to be +2 to that die roll.
Oh, yeah, so you might do some damage. The scariest thing in this army for me is still this Dreadnought here. Because I don't have anybody that can beat up a Dreadnought in close combat except for my Terminators. And I don't want them over there because my Terminators need to be on this side of the board trying to get that objective.
Yeah.
So overall, kind of interesting. Let's see how turn 2 goes.
So I've got 2 reserve rolls here. First one is going to be for my Saboteur.
How about no? Okay, now you're getting a bonus to this?
No.
Okay.
No. So,
So just on a straight up.
3+. No, my Saboteur is not in.
Good. Hate that guy.
And the Headhunters. They are definitely in. And I'm not going to outflank. I'm just going to have them come in off the table edge.
Okay, cool.
And they're walking 6 inches onto the table edge.
Dang.
Over here, these guys are going to move through terrain to try and get up on top of their wrecked Rhino. How far are they going? 5 inches, more than enough to get up there.
But fire.
We don't care about no fire.
Oh yeah.
Let that armor burn. Over here, this Rhino is going to just pivot and 6 and 6 right there.
Where's he going? Don't worry about it.
Dreadnought, gotta just get down.
Gonna break his ankles.
Nope, he's fine.
Ugh. The shooting phase.
Dynat giving this +1 to the ballistic skill, and it's going to fire its gigantic, awesome ordnance cannon into your itty bitty little tank.
Please don't.
I wanna.
I'm gonna jink.
Okay.
Wait, this thing's 2 shots?
2 shots, hitting on 2s.
Oh, look at the double ones.
Oh, I got a 1.
That worked better than it should have.
And ordnance, strength 10, so I need 3s.
3s to glance here.
There's a pen and a glance, so I'll take the pen.
If I have a cover because Quirk is shooting through a forest that's on fire.
Oh, come on!
I'll give you like $1 not to shoot at them.
No. Headhunters firing into your terror squad.
An American dollar?
Ooh.
Okay, headhunters hitting on 2s, right?
Hitting on 2s. And re-rolling because of preferred enemy infantry.
Okay.
There we go. And wounding on 4s, because you're toughness 4, right?
Yep.
Yep, so wounding on 4s, 6s are AP 3, thanks to Bane's Drake.
So, fella up front has got Artificer Armor, so I'm taking the Bane Strike 3 first. So, 2 up. He's fine. The rest of these, 1 at a time. 2 up. Yeah. Yeah.
There it is!
Okay, feel no pain.
Ah.
Apothecary. Okay, last one. 2 up save. Oh, feel no pain.
Yay!
You killed my Sarge!
Yay!
Darn.
And the heavy bolter.
Hit on 2s.
Rerolling 1s. There we go. 3s. And one of them is AP2. Or AP3, sorry.
Ugh. Okay, so we'll do the AP3 first because he's just gonna die otherwise. Feel no pain. Nope, so blah. And then the 3 up armor save. Nah, he's fine. So he killed 2 guys.
The veteran squad is going to fire into the Terminators. I'm going to start off with the heavy bolter. Hitting on 3s. Oh.
Yeah, that was lackluster.
Yeah, really.
Okay, wounding on 3s.
There we
Oh, he
go.
wounded. Okay, 2 up save.
Oh.
He's okay.
Then just 18 shots hitting on 3s.
Okay, so good talking point of why we need to get markers. Because even though it only seemed like that not that long ago that those guys were pinned, it was a while for us. So we're gonna go back and fix all of that.
Let's just put them all back.
We're gonna just fix everything up. We'll count this as a snapshot.
So 4 hits.
4 hits.
Let's roll one of you.
I'm gonna give you your dice so you can roll the wound.
Thank you. Wounding on 4s. 1.
Okay, so 1 2 up save. Ah! No, he's okay.
Oh.
Dreadnought shooting into. What do they ever do?
They killed my dudes.
Oh, yeah, that.
That was a thing. So hitting on 3s.
2s.
2s even.
You're a contemptor.
I am. I forgot.
Full of contempt.
I am full of. And wounding on 3s.
2s. Ah!
There we go. And one of them is. AP2.
What's Rend? Okay, Kurz is the closest model. I think I'm gonna have him tank him. So the Rend first off. He's getting a 4 up save, 4 up invulnerable. Feel no pain. He's okay. And then 2 up saves.
All 1s. 1-1.
1-1. And then feel no pain. Nope.
I
took a
hurt him.
wound. You hurt Batman.
Well, yeah.
So that's the end of the turn 2 for Alpha Legion.
And everything I wanted to do backfired.
Night Lords. Okay, reserve roll for my Terminators that are deep striking in on a 3.
Ha! Welcome to my world.
Okay, so sort of a movement phase. Here's what I'm thinking. I want Kurz to go kill Dynat, but it's kind of far for me to get there. But there's a way for me to speed up, but it's kind of dumb. I could have Kurz come over and charge the Dreadnought. Kurz cannot hurt the Dreadnought. Unless I'm missing something, I don't think he can, because your front armor 13, and I'm strength 6.
Yep.
But I could then hit and run. Or if I stayed in combat 2 turns, I could hit and run on your turn, and hopefully not flub that. I'll take some wounds, but I'll still probably be alive, and then I can charge Dynat. So, I don't know. It seems like a bad idea, but I'm full of bad ideas. Okay, still trying to figure out what I want to do with a lot of other stuff, but the Terror Squad's going to turn around because they got to deal with these guys. Terminator's up next. They're going to move. I'm coming over because I got to take care of these jerks. This squad up next, they're going to jump. So he gets to get right to the edge there. He's going to just keep going on up. You know what? The Dreadclaw, I'm going to put it over here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to deep strike my Terminators eventually. And if I got to deep strike him way over here because it's the only way that's safe, at least that he could pick him up and move him or something, I guess. Start off with the Scare and shooting the autocannon into the Venator there. Hitting on 3s, twin linked with the Accelerator autocannons. Twin linked. All hit. Need 6s here. Not a 1. The 2 last cannons taking shots. 1 hit. And I need at least a 4 to glance.
That's a glance. 5 up cover. No, so it's down to 1 hull point.
Okay, the bolter part of the combi melters are going to shoot. So these are just bolters. Hitting on 3s. Huh, okay. Okay, wounding on 4. Got 1.
3 up armor. Of course.
Got 1. Yeah.
I'm gonna get. Your army's dumb. Over here, you gotta fire your Volkites.
Yeah, the Terror Squad's going to shoot Volkites. It's 12 shots. They are hitting on 3s with preferred enemy infantry for re-rolling 1s. Couple 1s in there.
So far, you got 1 miss. Oh, 3 misses. So 9 hits.
These are wounding on 3s. Because Volkite. Preferred.
Okay. 3 up armor save. And we're good.
Single bolt pistol from the Apothecary. He hits. No. Kurz is going to throw the Widowmakers at the vets down there. Hitting on 2s.
3 hits.
And there's nobody special in there, right?
Nope.
Okay. Wounding on 4s.
And that's just 3 guys dead.
Nope. It's AP 5 unless I roll.
Oh, right, you need the 6s to do it. Okay. 3 up. 2 guys. Well, that's better than 3. That will cause a leadership check on them. You're not going to shoot with anything else.
I'm not going to shoot anything else because I don't want to kill too many guys. I want to make that charge.
Okay, leadership 8. They're good.
Okay, Terror Squad's going to declare an assault against those headhunters.
And I will overwatch. 4 rapid firing bolters hitting on 6s. And preferred enemy infantry re-rolling 1s. Hey, there's a hit.
Okay.
And wound.
3 up armor save. He's fine.
Of course. 1 heavy bolter. Nothing. Charge distance. Yeah, you make it.
Is yes.
Charging is yes. They're all in.
We're going to declare an assault with the Raptors into that squad.
I'm not going to overwatch because I'm pretty sure you're going to fail it with the vertical distance.
Okay.
7-inch charge.
Looking for 7.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Save my mind on 1 overwatch.
Sorry, Quirk.
I don't think you're that sorry.
I'm not that sorry. Declaring a charge here. It's going to be a 5-inch charge.
Yep. Yep. I think I'm going to lose these vets.
They might live through this.
On what planet?
Not this one.
Starting off with a fear check. Still -3.
-3, you bet.
Ha! I am the most heroic.
You're so okay with this. Kerr's ripping off his 7 attacks. He is hitting on 3s here.
Well, okay.
Wounding on 2s. With Shred. Well, he got 1.
How come you can't roll like that all game?
Okay. Screaming Demon's coming in, so he's going to pile in next. Highest initiative step at 5. 4 attacks in the charge, hitting on 2s because I'm outnumbering.
Yep, that's 4 hits.
Okay, wounding on 2s because I got +1 strength and +1 to wound from outnumbering.
That's just 4 guys, and this is...
AP3.
Okay, so they're just dead. 2 and 4, which I think puts me out of the rest of the range for the other raptors. Ah, I don't regret it. With the 3-inch pylon, they won't be able to get in base, so it's going to go to the Terminators next, I believe. Nope, it's my initiative step, so I get to attack back, hitting the Terminators on 4s. Nope. Oh, that was fun.
Okay, we're going to do the Lightning Claws first, get them out of the way. 4 attacks from each guy. Either hitting on 3s.
Yep. Well, okay then. And then wounding on 3s?
Wounding on 3s,
Yeah.
correct. +1 to wound because I'm still outnumbering you. With Shred. No, there's only 2 left.
Yeah, they're dead. And that wipes out my last troop choice.
Terminator's going to consolidate 5 inches. Can't figure out where they're going, eh, Quirk?
No. Well, where are they going? Oh, to objective 2.
Kurz and his boy is going to go 5 inches.
Not my tank! Finishing the movement right there, ending in cover, so they're back up to a 2-up cover save, which is annoying. Going over to you, the Headhunters versus the Terror Squad. I think I have to do a fear check.
Yeah, fear check at -1.
Show me less than 7. Yay. Headhunter's going to attack first, even though we're attacking at the same time. 6 attacks, because the Prime has 2, hitting on 4s. And preferred enemy infantry. Hey, there we go, 3 hits. Okay, so one thing that we just realized that I screwed up. I was going by the old book here, which right there shows that they have preferred enemy infantry for the Headhunters. But the new book came out.
The book says no. So, I think this is your first time playing with the new book for you,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
This is my second time, so both of us have played our armies numerous times with the older book, so we're still learning the new rules a little bit, so pardon us on that.
Our bad. So that means I only have 2 hits and 1 wound.
Okay, 3 up armor. Feel no pain. Oh, got one.
And then the attack back, still having this one guy take part in the attack.
2 attack space, 2 close combat weapons in the charge, so yeah. Because I outnumber you right now, I am hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Okay.
With preferred.
Lucky you with that preferred. Wow.
Convert them all. 6s are precisions, but I don't really care to allocate right now. I'm wounding on 3s. Preferred.
Ha.
Okay.
I mean, oh dude, that sucks. Whole handful of 3-up saves. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're all dead. No, my Headhunters, that suddenly got worse because of a new book. I'm a little bitter.
Consolidation for these guys is 3 inches. Whoop. Whoop.
Reserve roll for my Saboteur. Please, please, please come in. On a 3+. Yay, he's in! So I'm gonna have him outflank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I get to pick.
Where's he going? Just coming in over here.
Yep.
Cool.
Coming in right there and kicking off his sabotage ability. So I'm gonna actually get an automatic penetrating hit against that right there.
And now they've amended this. So what are the differences to it, Quirk?
So normally what it used to be was you would get D6 strength 5 hits against a unit.
Yep.
Or 1 automatic penetrating hit. They've since then changed that to D6 strength 6 AP3 hits.
Ooh.
Or 1 automatic penetrating hit treated at AP2, so you get the +1 to the
+1.
roll. Now because I also have Dynamite on the board and this guy right here is in the enemy deployment zone, I'm also going to get a +1 to the damage table that I get.
So you're getting a +2 to this roll.
Yeah, so I'm
So
going to roll
+2 to whatever you roll here. Roll a 1.
4, because of 6, it's immobilized.
And down to 2 hull points remaining.
So I also have to do a reserve roll for... Actually, it goes into ongoing reserves. So Alfarius gets to come on this turn as well. He was in my Headhunter unit. My plan was to
It
have...
goes into ongoing, but you still got to roll for ongoing, right?
Nope.
Oh.
So he was over here,
the
Okay,
idea-
so he was a headhunter?
He was a headhunter. The idea was that they were going to wipe out this unit. And this was because I was still thinking that headhunters got the preferred enemy infantry.
Yep.
So I wasn't bothering to reveal him. Mm-hmm. So I was still rerolling the ones. And the idea was I was going to do some damage to these guys. I was expecting to do more damage than I did. Or, sorry, more damage than... Yeah, I said that right. So since they died, he has to go back into reserve. My plan was to have him reveal after this squad got wiped out. And then as Kurz and everybody comes this way, the headhunters come in this way with Alfarius. And that way they can meet in the middle.
I have a big old Primarch fight.
Yeah, and it didn't work out that way.
Oh, I gotta feel no pain at the end of my turn. Let's just see if we can get rid of this dice.
Nope. And that's how many wounds he has left.
Yeah, he's still okay. Oh yeah, he's still at 5.
Yeah, and Alfarius gets to come in. I'm just gonna...
Where's he going?
Oh, he's gonna come in right here. Because that seems like the right thing to do.
He just jogs onto the battlefield. Oh, sorry I'm late. Whew. Oh god, where is everybody? Hey Quirk, what idea did you come up with?
All by myself, I came up with this idea. So I'm gonna take this Rhino, and I'm gonna tank shock. I'm gonna pivot
Okay.
here, and go up until I'm just on the base there. So
what models are you going to be on top of?
I will, when I finish, hang on, I have to do a test to make sure I don't get immobilized first. So
Okay.
I'm good.
Yep.
So when I finish, I will be on top of them, like that.
Okay, so lift them up real quick. So you're going to be on top of a grand total of 6 models there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll have to move as well. He's with an orange to tank.
Okay. So this is for me. This is the first time I've really. I think this is the first time I've ever had anybody do a tank shock. Instead
Doesn't
of
happen
spending.
often.
No. So instead of spending 20 minutes trying to figure out the perfect placement for all the guys, Boneface is going to jump up front with his Melt-A-Bomb.
Okay, so he automatically passes
He
it around,
automatically.
and gets an automatic hit.
Right. Automatically passed due to Fearless. He gets an automatic hit with his Melt-A-Bomb.
Yep.
Now he's going to roll to see the result of the Melt-A-Bomb.
As long as it's not double ones, he'll pen. That's definitely a pen.
Okay.
And then on a 4+, you will stop it, because the only way to stop it is either by wrecking the vehicle, blowing it up, or immobilizing it, and
Yep.
you have +2 to the roll.
Right.
That was a good try, Quirk.
So it's immobilized.
Pretty valiant effort there. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little nervous. Let's get more than a little nervous.
Yep.
But okay. Anything else? What's next?
I don't have anything else, really. Looking at the board right now, the other thing I was thinking about doing was
Yep.
tank shocking with my Scaran.
Okay.
Problem is I only have 1 hull point left, and you still have another Melt-A-Bomb in there.
Yeah, I still have another guy with a Melt-A-Bomb, so
And even though I have the Ceramite armor, or Ceramite plating, you're still going to get the 2 dice, so...
because a Melt-A-Bomb is not a Melta special rule
Yeah.
weapon for some reason.
So you're going to be able to get, as long as you get a 4 on 2 dice,
Yep.
you'll glance or pen it, so it'll die. Even if it blows up, you still get the dumb cover save that you have of 2+ against the explosion.
Why is it dumb?
Because it's dumb. You know
Batman.
it's dumb. Batman. And the other thing is that I don't have any scoring units yet, so there's no way of me stopping you from getting the 5
Right,
points.
because these Terminators are going to come over. They've got that, no problem. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's no way you're going to knock them off that.
No, and because I messed up with my headhunters, I don't have Alfarius to
Right.
stop them because he's going to get.
So I've
bogged down.
got 2 victory points from the 2 units I killed at the beginning of the game on the first turn.
Yep, so you're at
I'm going to
2.
get 1 more victory point for killing more units.
Yep.
And then because you're Alpha Legion, I'm going to
You
get
get
1
another
more
one.
on top of that. So
you're at 4.
it's going to be, yeah, I'm at 4 then,
You're gonna be
plus
at
the
9.
5 over here, that's 9. I don't think there's a way for you to come back.
No.
Because, yeah, no scoring units left to
No.
get that up. Yeah. Yeah, the Night Lord's got you. You know what actually is really good at killing curs? A single dude with a power maul.
Power maul.
Bonk.
Come on ahead.
Yeah, he just yells traitor and gets hit with the chaplain just yells traitor and hits curs with a whoppity stick.
Sounds like this.
Dong.
And down he goes. So, yeah, gonna call.
Yeah.
I don't think I can blame you on that. So that's the end of the game. We're gonna do a little post-game discussion talk about the armies and the game overall. So, Quirk, first things first. How do you feel about? How do you feel about my army? This isn't the first time you've played it. This is the first time you've played it on camera, though, right?
I don't like this. I don't know how to deal with that.
The drop pod.
Yeah. No.
You don't like the drop pod?
No. These
The
guys.
Sakaran.
These
Yeah,
guys
the Sakaran's
here.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, them?
Yeah.
No.
I don't have an answer for it. It's the cover save that you have is just annoying to get through.
So yeah, they've got a good cover save, and it helps when I jump into terrain.
I don't have anything.
I honestly had no idea. Okay, so when I made this squad, I really wanted to use Kurz because Kurz is probably my favorite Warhammer character, and I really wanted to use him. And he had to have somebody to go with him, and I really like the old school Raptor models. If you guys remember, I put some effort into trying to track these guys down. So I'm like, okay, they're going to go together and look cool. It's another squad that I built without looking at the rules that turned out to be great. So we did some discussion on what the answer to them is. So we said the Typhon. Typhon, because it's the massive blast, strength 10, AP 1 or whatever,
Yep.
ignores cover.
Yep. Another answer that might work for, just off the top of my head with Alpha Legion, is if I take the Coils of the Hydra Rite of War and then bring the Ultramarine Fulmentaris Terminators. Because if I have at least 8 in the squad and I use their missile launchers, it's night vision and then -1 to your cover save.
Yeah.
So that way it would basically ignore your +1 for night fighting. Then it would also help me out with your stealth shroud and everything, so that 2-up suddenly becomes a 4-up, which is something that is a little bit harder.
So, yeah, definitely would help. If forcing a ton of saves, you run a pretty elite little army usually. Do you think spamming regular tactical squads would work, or?
I kind of rely on the sniper ability, because that's where it helps.
Well, I mean, that's your bread and butter against most armies, but I'm saying,
is.
like, if you were to tailor a list against mine,
If I was a tailor list against
would you
yours,
drop the veterans and take big tactical blobs?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, comment below. I don't know what the answer to Kurz is. In my Mechanicum army, yeah, tank shocking could potentially mess some things up.
Yep.
So I have to be careful I don't get, people tank shocking me off the board. The Thanatar from Mechanicum with his large blast, strength 8, AP 2, -1 to the cover, reroll, successful cover. That could get some work done. But yeah, overall Kurz pretty good. That and Dreadnoughts.
Dreadnoughts are scary.
I mean, if Kurz gets into combat with the Dreadnought, I don't think he can hurt it. He's strength 6 against front armor 13 on a walker. He'll hit and run away, but who wants to get chased across the board by a Dreadnought constantly? So 2 Dreadnoughts. Yeah. Overall, I mean, I've played against your army and I've seen your army played a couple times. I would have loved to do Alpha Legion, but you called dibs on them before I could get anywhere close to them. I don't know. So here's a question. If you could trade armies with me, would you trade armies?
No.
Just legions even. Like, not necessarily like what you have in your collection compared to what I have.
No, absolutely not.
Stick it with the Alpha Legion?
I do like the Alpha Legion. I like their trickery and everything like that. I just need to not, A, roll poorly, and B, I need more of the, not the elite stuff. Like, obviously, I got enough of the veterans and everything. I need more Dreadnoughts. I need some flyers. I need just some stuff to ignore cover to kind of get
To bulk the army up.
To bulk the army up and to get past a lot of your shenanigans.
So if I were to say to you, Quirk, pick 3 units or, vehicles or whatever combination, 3 things to add to your army right now, what would they be?
Terminators.
More Terminators? Okay.
Yep, I don't have any Terminators right now. I have some on the...
Well, you have some that are getting done.
Yep.
So, okay, finishing your Terminators, what else?
Some drop pods.
Drop pods?
Like the deployment type for that, so that I can actually get where I need to go. Because
Now,
I'm
Dread
relying-
Claws or regular drop pods?
Either or right now, because right now
Okay.
I'm relying on my rhinos to get around. Drop pods would be nice to be able to just drop a veteran squad somewhere where they need to be, and
Okay.
then peppering you with shots. Because right now it's for example right here it was difficult to kind of come around, and I was pinned. Whereas if I actually come around and fire some shots, I might have been able to take out a Terminator or 2. And if turn 1 I can assault drop pod a couple guys in.
Yep.
And just start peppering you with shots right off the get-go. That
Could make a big difference.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. Big thing for me, I do have some stuff ready to expand out for while I'm not ready. With you guys, these bat reps might be like a week in between. For me, it's a day.
Yeah.
So I still haven't had the chance to open Betrayal at Kelth, but I'm going to be getting 30 more tactical Marines. I've got some more Raptors to do, but not that many. I don't know when they're going to get done. I got a couple old school Rhinos that will get painted up. So I'm going to expand out a little bit. I got to find a cool vehicle or something, a Forge World doodad. I'm thinking I want to get one of the Xiphon fighters, or maybe a super heavy. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What should I be trying to scoop up? Because I can't make my mind up. Other than that, Quirk, how do you feel about the game overall? What would you have done anything differently?
After seeing the deployment type and how it kind of messed me up, I probably would have done what Steve suggested and gone with infiltrate instead of scout, because that way I could have counter deployed to you. That would have been a little bit nicer, and then also kind of bulking up on one side instead of deploying in the middle, because the objectives kind of ended up both on this side.
Yep.
Doing that would have been neat better if I had deployed everybody here and then just made my way up and kind of bricked on top of the objective. Make it a little bit harder for you to stop me from getting those 5 points.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Also, being able to take out some of your stuff turn 1 would have been nice.
Yeah, because we built both of these armies before we rolled for the mission or anything else like that, obviously. So I wouldn't have picked this army to run this mission, but it worked out way better than it should have.
Mm-hmm. And mine did not work out very well for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had too much on the board turn 1 that you could have just shot up and got those extra points right off the get-go. Whereas
yeah, but I don't have that much shooting, right?
No, but the shooting you had was enough to get the damage.
Well, I luckily dropped one group of Terminators in that melted a Rhino to death.
Yeah,
Other than that, I mean, you tried to whittle down Kurz's squad when you jumped your guys out over here, but it didn't work. It's just not enough way to fire.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult. Your army is really difficult to figure out and
it's different.
Deal with.
I haven't figured out my army. I think that's one of the other things too. That I have no idea what I'm doing, so you can't really counter what I'm doing if I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So that's going to be our wrap up of the little post game. Vault members, click the link below to check out the next game in the Vault. We are going to have Mechanicum facing off against the Emperor's Children in a 2,000 point batrep with Hammer and Anvil deployment. If you are not a Vault member, you can still click the link below to get a free Vault trial. They'll give you access to this game, plus many, many more games in the Vault. Plenty of fun painting tips and tricks from Chris, as well as all the kind of background shenanigans you usually get here at MiniWarGaming.